everyone, so today I wanted to quickly go over these E.L.F brushes. These are the face brushes that I purchased not too long ago. I featured them in a haul video. I will leave that linked up top if you guys have not seen it. But I do have these brushes that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and then I also have this little stippling one. But this one is just not part of the face kind of collection, but this one was just like a random stippling brush that I thought I really needed for foundation. But I haven't used it for foundation yet. I use it for blush and I do really like it, but I'm not going to talk about it in this video just because it's just a basic stippling brush that I like. I have 6 brushes from their face line and they do each cost $6, which made my total up to like 40 something because that little brush was like $4. So it made my total $40, and then I just paid for tax, and they do have free shipping on orders over $35, but sometimes they have free shipping on orders like every order. So just make sure that you are subscribed to their email listing and things like that. I'm like out of breath because I'm just tired today, so I'm sorry, but a lot of people wanted me to get this video up, so here I am. So I'm gonna push through it. So I wanted to kind of show you guys the differences between the brushes and kind of compare them with each other, because I know online they can look a little bit similar, which was very frustrating for me while I was ordering them. I didn't know which one I was able to pass up on or which one I really needed, so I just kind of got all of them. But being that they're only $6, I mean, $6 is like $6, you know, it's a meal at a fast food joint, but I just felt like, you know, these are pretty affordable compared to like Morphe, where their face brushes can retail up to like $25 or $29, which I think is really crazy. I do have these that I wanted to share, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go over them, and I am just in like my satin robe, so sorry. Like I said, super chill video. But I'm going to talk about these 4 first because they're kind of like more dense and they look a little bit more similar than these 2, obviously. So we'll talk about these 2 later. So here I have 4 of the brushes and they all look like this. You can tell that they kind of look a little similar, but they're all still very different in their own way. Don't mind my nail, sorry. But yeah, so this one, we're going to talk about this one first. This one is more of a circular kind of dense brush. It reminds me of the circular kabuki brush that Sigma has, and this one is very affordable. It's only $6, like I said. All of these are $6, but this one is more circular. It's more packed in there, and the shape is very consistent all around. And this is very easy to blend. The bristles are super soft, so I loved that. And yeah, it's just a circular flat top foundation brush. But this brush is properly named as the foundation blurring brush. Next we have this brush here. It's kind of more of a, it has more of like a rectangular shape to the bristles, and when I turn it around it's pretty flat like that, but then as you go to its side it kind of is a little bit more skinny. So I like this one. I use this one for blending out my cream contour because it just perfectly fits in that area, and this is called the powder blurring brush. So as you guys can see, because the shape is kind of like, I don't know how to call it, but because the shape is kind of like more packed like this, it is pretty dense, but you are able to like maneuver with it on your face. So it does have like a really nice soft touch, same as the other one. And it's just super soft, very easy to clean as well. But yeah, I use this one because it has that kind of more rectangular shape. It's easy to just kind of keep it on your temples and on your forehead, and then it's also easy to just kind of be able to control it on your contour line. So I do that, and then I also like bronzing with the contour as well, so I just go ahead and just blend everything out, and I really like this. So if I compare these 2 together, they are nothing alike. Like I said, this one is more consistent on the shape, and then this one is wide, and then it goes a little bit more like skinny on the side. Next I have this one. This is the Ultimate Blending Brush. This is very similar to a flat top kabuki or anything like that. It's a little less dense. There's you're able to control it a little bit more because it's just really nice and like flexible, so you're able to blend out a little bit more. It's not too dense, you're not going to be beating up your face with it, and then it's just a circular at the top. The brushes are packed into a circular shape, and it has that kind of triangular shape, as you guys can see, like most brushes do when they're flat top brushes. So that's what it looks like. My salad just came in and all I want to do is eat it right now, but I have to finish filming this video. This is like the best place to get a salad. Health Nut, I love it. This is a mangostini, the best. These two look pretty similar, but as you can see, this one right here, the Ultimate Blending Brush, is pretty consistent all the way around with the shape. And then this one, like I said, it's skinny and then it goes wide, skinny and then wide. And then here you can see which one is more, here you can see which one is more packed. They're just different in like the shape and sizes. So this one is more of like a rectangular kind of oval shape when you're looking at it head on. And then this one is more of a circular shape. So sorry they're a little dirty because I did use them to kind of give you guys the full review. Next we have this one. This is an E.L.F stippling brush and it looks like this. I've been wanting a brush like this because I know that Japanesque and MUA Academy at CVS, they actually have brushes like this, but they retail for like $35 I believe, which is crazy expensive. And I know that you can probably buy one off of Morphe or something, but I just wanted one like this because I really liked how it looked. And I do use this brush for foundation, but then I'll go in with my beauty blender and I'll just go ahead and just pat out all of the streaks if there are any. But I really like this. It's meant for BB creams and CC creams, but I find that it just works well with regular foundation as well. I'm not a BB cream or CC cream person, but that's what this is made for. And this one is not really similar to the others. If anything, I understand how you will think it was similar to this one right here, the foundation blurring brush, but they're pretty different. This one is more of like a stipple brush. They are pretty rounded at the tip. This one is less dense than this brush here, and then this one is more flexible, and it's just easy to kind of pack on product with this one. And if you're using powder products, they really blend out really well with the stippling brush. I do find that it is a little bit kind of like, I don't know, it is a little bit pointy. It's not like the softest brush ever, but it works for being $6. Next I have these two brushes. These two are very different as well, so you can pretty much distinguish the difference between these online. This is the Flawless Face brush, and this one has more of like a tapered shape to it, and then it's really round on the end, so it's perfect for powders, for bronzers. I like to use it for bronzer. This is very similar to my Royal and Langnickel Silk Pro brush, but it's just a more mini version. So they're pretty skinny on the sides and then they're pretty round on the end. So it's just really easy to kind of be able to blend out anything with it. So that's what it looks like. And then I did get this one a little confused with this one because of how it looks on its side. They look a little similar, but this one is more of like a pointed brush. The bristles are pretty even all the way around, and like I said, it is pointed. I love this for blush because it really packs on the product nicely, and I find that it doesn't pick up too much and it doesn't apply too much on the face. So I love it. I love this brush so much for blush. And like I said, this is what they look like beside each other. Oh, this one, by the way, is called the Pointed Powder Brush. None of them are considered to be blush brushes or anything, but so you can tell that there's a little bit of similarity to them when you're looking at them straight on. But yeah, those are all the brushes that I got. I do want to note that I did order them on a Tuesday and they got to me on a Friday, so it was kind of like 4 days for shipping and handling and doing all of that, processing the order and everything. So it was really easy to do. I didn't mind that it took too long because it did say that it was going to be delivered between 5 and 7 days, and I actually got it a lot sooner, so I was happy about that. But I didn't really think about it too much. This wasn't an order that I was like standing by the door for. So overall, I do like these, but I feel like if there's any one that I could have passed on, maybe it could have been this one. This is the Ultimate Blending Brush. This is the one that's more of like a flat top kabuki brushes. I never really know what to use these for because I usually use my beauty blender for foundations anyway, and I just didn't know what I would use this for. I did use it to kind of knock off the under eye setting powder that I had, but I do prefer something a little bit more soft for that, so I wouldn't really reach for this one. This is more for people who are foundation brush people, I guess. If you're using a matte foundation, I think it would blend out really well with this, but I do use more dewy foundations, which is really hydrating, and I feel like the brushes just kind of soak up the product, so I didn't like that. And then out of these, if I really had to get rid of another one, I would say that I would get rid of this one. This is the foundation blurring brush. This is more of the circular kind of foundation brush. I really like the shape of this. I think it's so cute. It would be perfect for also knocking off your under eye powder, or even just like applying some on under your cheeks and kind of just buffing it out. But like I said, I'm not a foundation brush person, so these I could have really passed on. I could have saved myself $12, but I wanted to do this video for you guys, so I just kept it. I might end up giving these to my mom because she loves brushes and she doesn't really like using beauty blenders, so I will probably just give these to her and then keep these for. But if there are any one that I feel like you really need, I would say it would have to be this pointed powder brush, because it works flawlessly for blushes. Like my blushes, I just barely tap it in the pan and then I lightly apply it, and you guys can see how much actually transferred onto my face. So I loved that. And then the other one that I really like, surprisingly it's not the stippling one, it's going to be this powder blurring brush, which was the one that was more skinnier and a lot more rectangular shape and oval when you're looking at it straight on. I love this one for blending out my cream products, and I think that it works really well for that. I've only used it for like cream contour. I just think it blends it out beautifully and it looks really nice on the skin. I don't find that the brush soaks up a lot of the product, and even if it does, you want your contour to be pretty subtle, and I like the way that it looks when I take my time with it and just use a brush anyway. So yeah, that is my review. I hope that you guys enjoyed and that you guys found this helpful. I will have all of the brushes that I mentioned linked down below in the order that I mentioned them in. And like I said, I will also leave down which ones I thought were worth it and which one weren't, and which one you can probably pass on. So yeah, that is my complete review. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!